Hi, I'm Adam with Contemporary Woods. Today we're going to go over our procedure of how to review an order before it goes out in the shop. So let's get started. We're going to look at our custom sheet checklist, project release into shop checklist. So I'm looking at this and I'm going to look at the first checklist, which is look at custom sheet against cover sheet. If you find in the packet, behind the blue purchase order, this is authorizing us to proceed. There is a custom sheet, and this has specifications on it. I want to make sure that it matches what we're doing in the end, basically. So I'm looking at this, and it says pigmented lacquer, fine. This says cyberspace lacquer, fine, because it's been specified here, but it doesn't say stained and painted. That would be a big red flag. So that matches. Granite quartz by others, that's great. I'm also looking to make sure this is fairly well filled out. It is filled out. Hand broken. It says what kind of doors we're doing. It says what the next action steps are for this. This is great. So, looking over all of that, I can now check over this, call it first one good. I'm going to look at the production checklist for missing info. So, I'm looking here, and I'm hoping to see that the finish is matching, the hardware is defined, the lighting, top surface, lumber is stacked and ordered, and then we have shop drawing approval. All these are filled out. This is great. So now I can approve this. Now I'm going to go here and check this off. Say, yep. I'm going to check over the build plans. Want to look through the build plans. The second page is the first page. So I'm going to look over the build plans. What I'm looking for is to make sure that there's parts listed here, and the drawing has notes, and the details are correctly listed out, and there's any special comments. Also, if there's any matching parts up here. So I will go through my checklist. Review the cut list for nonsensical parts, slices over dimension. I want to make sure there's no tildes, there's no rounded numbers. We work in decimals, so anything that would say 0.66666 is like a repeating number. We want to make sure it is a decimal of a 16th equivalent, basically. So I'm looking through all these. I'm also doing a quick check of the build and going, okay, it's overall 47 3/4. So that means the backing should be 47 3/8, or 47, and depends on the dado dimension. The shelf trim, that should match the shelf length. Look at all the parts and pieces. Paint grade veneer, great. So, looking over all this stuff, I've decided that, yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no giant red flags for the cut list. So I'm going to go back to the front page here. And I'm doing a briefer review for the camera, but I would go through and kind of make a count of each part. Oh yeah, there's 3 cases, so there should be 3 backs. So I'm looking here, is there backing, paint grade backing? There's 1, 2, 3, yep. Anyway, that's how I'd go through that part. So I've reviewed it. I'm going to look for, I don't see any cleat blocks. They're probably there. Actually, I don't see the cleat blocks, so I'm going to add them in. Add cleat blocks. Is there a drawing packet attached? Yes, there is a drawing packet, and this drawing has dimension drawings, and that's more information for the builder to use while he's working on the project. Check that off. Check the finish through glass. So I want to check these boxes right here. They are I'm sorry, these boxes here, they're how we specify routing, top surface. So CyberSafe's lacquer, great. Quartz surface by others, eased edge, cabinet style. And I'm going to make a note here. Eased, inside, hand broken, outside. So we'll tell the builder that note. I'll put that in the special instructions as well. Hand break outsides, ease insides. Okay, now that we've done that, I can say that we've checked through all of these things. Yet again, you can see as I go through each step, sometimes one little thing pops up that we need to make it more clear, and we want to make sure our team's set up for success before they start cutting. So I've checked the finish to glass, details and plans, review parts for count and general size. So that's a similar task to reviewing for nonsensical parts. Yet again, I'm looking for, yeah, there's 3 backs, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces that are 47 or 47 3/4. So there's length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So generally speaking, they're good. Review hardware versus project needs. I don't see any doors or drawers on this particular one, so that's pretty easy. But I would want to review any kind of hardware and make sure that you caught everything. Oh, there's no trash pull-out ordered. So I can go back to my checklist and say, yeah, and I'm going to add special instructions. So now I have checked off this order. It's ready to go. I want to make sure I download these details to our employee or to our team member, our master craftsman, our apprentice craftsman, whoever is going to be working on this. I want to make sure our craftsman is knowing what the next steps are. So to recap, we've taken the order. We've gone to the page in the order of the project checklist, project release into the shop checklist, I should say. And I've gone through each major checkbox and the sub checkboxes and made sure that we're looking for any errors, so we're set up for success.